My dear friend, imagine this. Once upon a recent time, you were walking tall. Your days were full of strength and purpose. You rose early, read your books with hunger, and trained your body with consistency. Your work was finished on time, your mind was sharp, and your spirit carried a steady fire. You felt alive. But as life often reminds us, no flame burns without testing. One morning you awoke, and something invisible had shifted. Perhaps it was no more than a heavy cloud upon your spirit or a whisper of weariness that crept into your bones. Suddenly, everything that was once light now felt unbearably heavy. The gym became distant, the books closed themselves, and the fire of discipline grew cold. The days that once fed your soul began to fade. One skipped gym session became two, then a week. Instead of nourishing food, you reached for the easy and the empty. Instead of creating, you consumed television, games, distractions. And worse still, you forgot the very reason you began to grow in the first place. This, my friend, is the valley. Many men and women pass through it, and too many never climb out. But I tell you this, the valley is not the end. It is the place where you remember how to walk again. Let me share with you the ways I myself rise from such ruts, and how you too can walk from shadow into light. The first way, the do something principle. Most believe that to act, you must first feel inspired. They think inspiration comes, then motivation, then action. But this is a trap. Action itself is the spark that creates motivation, which in turn creates inspiration, which circles back to more action. So when you feel paralyzed, do not wait for the lightning of inspiration to strike. Begin with something small. Do not promise to climb the mountain. Simply take the first step. If the thought of writing overwhelms you, just open the page and write a single sentence. If the house feels too messy to face, start by folding one shirt. If you are stuck staring at the wall, go brush your teeth. These small actions are not meaningless. They are seeds. One seed does not look like a forest, but when planted, it grows roots. And when the roots take hold, they call forth the tree. Remember this, movement creates momentum, and momentum carries you further than waiting ever will. The second way, reward small wins. Now, here is a lesson that may taste bitter at first. You must learn to reward yourself for even the smallest victory. This is not because you are weak. It is because your mind is a kingdom divided. One part of you is the wise king, logical and far-sighted, but another part is the restless child, emotional and hungry for comfort. If the king demands too much from the child rebels. But if the king is gentle, offering praise for small efforts, the child slowly learns to walk the path willingly. So when you rise from bed and wash your face after days of idleness, smile and honor that moment. When you put on clean clothes or tidy one corner of your room, let yourself feel good about it. You're not coddling yourself. You're teaching your spirit to trust itself again. Too many crush their own hearts with harsh discipline, thinking they can whip themselves into greatness. But the truth is this, compassion and patience carry a man further than the lash. When you guide both your inner king and your inner child to walk together, your steps become steady. The third way, progressive overload. Now, once you have tasted small victories, beware of rushing headlong into battle. Many men awaken from their rut, feel one burst of strength, and try to conquer the world in a single day, and just as quickly they fall back into ruin. Instead, walk the wiser path of progressive overload as one does in the lifting of weights. A barbell grows heavy not by leaping from light to impossible, but by adding small plates day by day until great strength is built. So too must you rebuild your life. On the first day, be satisfied with the smallest constructive act. On the second, do a little more. Compare yourself not to the heroes around you, but to the you of yesterday. If yesterday you did nothing, and today you did one small thing, then you are victorious. Continue in this rhythm, and slowly, gently, you will rise from the valley. This way is not dramatic. It does not give the thrill of a sudden burst of energy, but it is steady, and it is lasting. It builds not just productivity, but a life where your heart and mind walk in harmony, and both can trust the other not to betray them. So, child, if you find yourself in a rut, remember these 3 ways. Begin with something small. Reward your victories with compassion and grow gradually like the strong tree that adds 1 ring each year. Do not curse yourself for falling into the valley. Even the greatest rivers run low before they swell again. What matters is not that you stumbled, but that you rise. And if you rise with patience, you will find yourself stronger, steadier, and wiser than before. Carry these words with you, and when the shadows return, as they always do, you will know the way back to the light.